Hello everybody, it's Vanessa here from the Craft Corner and welcome to another art class. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to draw a kangaroo. Here is a little preview of some that I have been drawing. This video is the very first time I've ever drawn a kangaroo, so you will get to learn along with me. You will see how I approach any drawing challenge by breaking it down into simple shapes. The resource list is below this video along with the materials you're going to need. It's very simple. I'm using one of my notebooks, which I like to do all of my art drawing in because it keeps it all together. So let's gather our materials and we're going to get started. Let's learn how to draw a kangaroo together. I always start with either photographs or drawings, and for this I've just picked some drawings. This is for another project, but I've just picked some kangaroo drawings that I found in an encyclopedia. I've printed them out from my computer and I'm going to use some tracing paper first. So if you're teaching yourself to draw anything, this is what you start with. I'm going to just cut a bit of this, use tracing paper, baking paper, anything that you can see through. And you're going to look at the animal's shapes. Every animal is made out of certain shapes. So let's look at the kangaroo that's moving. Check my pen is working. You can do this with a pencil. I'm going to do it with a pen so you can see clearly. So the kangaroo, I can see here around where its muscles are, here and here, I can see circular shapes. So often in the near where the front legs and the back legs are will be kind of circular shapes. You'll find that in most animals. Those are what I always search for first. I can see the curve here and I can see it here. So I can kind of almost just follow that line and come around and see that first larger circle shape. And then here, you can see there and there, you see this curve. So you can see the smaller curve. So I always look for the circles. And then I look to see, okay, how will that join together? I got the curve at the back because he's moving. And then for the front, coming in there. So here, that's the main shape to start with. Always look for the circles. Then the head, a lot of animals, the head shape is kind of a triangle shape. So if I was to look here, it's like a triangle and the nose has been cut off. And then back and back. And ears are triangles. So see, triangle and the nose has been cut off. Then the tail on the kangaroo is very long. So it starts out like a triangle, see there, and then goes down into a point. So you're trying to identify where all the shapes are. Then we're going to look at the front legs. So here, you can see there's a curve and it comes down. And then there's another leg coming in there. Here I can see the curve and the curve, right? It comes down and then there'd be a joint there and it comes down again. And then the second one is just behind it. So there we have the main shape of our kangaroo. Now, I tend to try and look at two different shapes of kangaroo because what you're trying to do is see, well, are there similarities if they're in different positions? Because then it helps you to draw from any shape or position. So again, I'm looking, see that hind leg? I can see that circle there. So let's try to draw that one in. Curve there. And then here I can see the curve. So the circle curves in there. So that's my first line. And then I can see here the back curves around and the front curves around. So very similar to that first one, just more of a curve downwards. So see how there, even though it's moving around. So this is it standing. But look here, see how it's very similar? So you've got that play between those two circles. Then again, I look at the head. So the triangle shape, and then it comes down to the body. Nearly always gets bigger as it comes to the body. And then the arms here. So the front arms or legs, I can see there's not a huge amount. They're quite straight. There's just that one little joint there where it moves. And the back ones, again, quite thick, and there's that one joint there where it comes down. So pretty simple to draw because it's just got that one joint here. Tail coming out here and coming out there. So it looks like in that illustration it's elongated, but that could be just because of the position of the body. So similar movement. Now, so after I have looked at the illustrations and I figured out my shapes, then I go to my notebook. I've just pulled the pages back and I start with my pencil. So I have these as my guidance because these are my what I call anatomical studies, the shape within the animal. And I'm going to look at them. So I think I might start with this one for the movement. So I know that it's a large circle and a smaller one. So I'm going to start here maybe, giving myself enough space. This is my first time drawing a kangaroo. Never drawn a kangaroo before. So there, and then it's on a trajectory up, and there seems to be, so I look and say, okay, the width of this circle, see there? I go up again. So the width of the circle, I go up again. That seems to be where the top of that circle is. So just in proportion wise. So then I have a smaller circle. So I'm going to show you how I did that again. So on my study, I've just measured there, right? So going across the circle, and if I go up again, it brings me up to about the top here. So it just gives me an idea of proportion, which is important. And then for the back, seems to kind of come up like this, curves. The back of the kangaroo seems to curve, and then in here comes in a bit. So now, then I've got the head. So the head was kind of going off like this way. So I just kind of go in here. It's the triangle, sort of the stubby nose triangle. That's not high enough. See there, I can see it needs to go up higher. So sometimes what you can do is from here, it might be easier just to kind of have the neck going up. Maybe like that, because then it gives me the idea, okay, this is where my head needs to go. So you'll see there, I did the triangle first. It was hard to get the scale, so then I did the neck. Comes up. And then I had sort of two ears going forward, an eye, and then he's got kind of a snout that almost looks like a dog snout a little bit. So then we're going to look at the legs. So the front legs seem to kind of hang in this position. So I'm going to hang down. So bring him down like this. And again, if you remember, there's only that one sort of hand there. See there at that point? And then the second comes down here. And then it's hanging down. So just sort of larger here and coming down. And then at the back, so the first leg seems to start about here because that would be the joint. That's kind of that hind leg joint. So bring it out here like so. And then out like this. And then seems like he's got kind of, they look very strange, the legs. And then the second leg just comes out here. So a little bit behind it. At least it does in this drawing. And there we go. And then the tail, this is coming out. There we go. So now let's look at my overall body, because get the snout coming in. So here what I'm doing is I'm getting rid of, or I'm not going over any of what I call my construction lines. Oops. And then this kind of comes in, I think, in a joint in that way. And there we have our kangaroo. And you can do little, there seems to be kind of like, you know, there's little lines here, kind of where the muscles curling in. And then you can obviously add in fur and everything like that if you're doing it as an illustration. I'm just doing it as a simple line drawing. Then what I would do is I'd rub out my construction lines, making sure that whatever pen you've used isn't going to smudge. And there we have kangaroo, April 2024. I always put the date beside mine. And if I look at this here, I think if I look at this, I can see here that I probably should have had a little bit more coming along here. So what I'll do is, and I'm not criticizing, I'm critiquing. There's a difference, but I'm looking and saying, okay, what could I do? What should I maybe adjust for next time? And here, I think that the arm should have been a little bit further down to give myself this sort of bulge here on it. But I'm very happy with it for my first attempt at a kangaroo. Then I'm going to look at the one that is moving. So again, remember last time it had those same two circles. The relationship between them was very similar. I might move it around this way because it's longer. So I have my first circle here. It doesn't matter what size you do your first circle. What matters is its relationship with the rest of the drawing. I've got my big circle. And then if I look here in terms of scale, again, yeah, it's a similar scale. So whatever you do your first circle, and this is kind of going down because it's going down like that. Whatever you do your first circle, you kind of move out again, and then your second smaller circle is, the edge is that distance again. So see there, that distance, move it along, and I get to there. Like so. So then the curve goes up quite a bit and quite down, like so, like that. And this one seems to tuck in a little bit and come around. And then the tail sort of comes out like that. So then it comes out really quite far, like so. So then the neck stretches out because he's stretching forward, or she is. So I've got that sort of neck coming out like that. And then the triangular head is coming down. The snub nose or stub-nosed triangle there. You kind of got the little line and the jaw muscles in here. The ears, the eye, and the mouth. So here, this is where those front legs are coming from. They're kind of coming back. So they can seem to kind of like curve out of that shape. They come back like so. And I'm looking now at this here because what I'm trying to do is add the parts to the simple shapes. So I'm looking at this, if you can see that there. Move this around. So I'm looking at this here. So that curve there, kind of coming in. So it curves in. They've got like there's almost like human fingers. It's very, very interesting. And then here, these legs, these are really long legs. Again, they kind of come out, and that hind joint comes from this area here. Good job, I gave myself a full page. So it sort of comes off this direction, I think. It's almost like he's springing out. There we go. And then the second leg kind of comes out from there. Just a reflection out that way. No. So I think I'm pretty happy with that. I think maybe
there's something about just adding those little final details in.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So then I'm going to come back in with my marker.
I should also say that the part like outlining with the marker is very much optional. I'm just doing it for these drawings to kind of highlight which are the construction lines and which are the finished lines. But you might want to leave yours just purely as a pencil sketch and come back in with some shading pencils to add more highlights and lowlights.
So I hope that you enjoyed that kangaroo drawing class. Here are my 2 kangaroos that I drew from those illustrations. I have the sitting kangaroo and the kangaroo that is moving. I always think it's important to draw 2 different forms of the animal in different positions or movements, because then it really helps practice your drawing. So as I always say, just remember to practice. That's the only way you can get better, by repeating, repeating, and repeating. And you can add colour, you could play around with different forms of either paints or colouring pencils, whatever you want to illustrate and draw your kangaroo. These are part of our Aboriginal Artwork Week that we've been doing in our live classes, and you can access this very shortly. More details in the description below.